Hi guys, welcome to Dead in the Don. Today is the return of the punditry team. We're going to be looking at the week 4 fixtures of the Premier League this weekend. So SHAHAN is going to kick us off with Palace Spurs. Please like and subscribe and check us out on Instagram. Fire away, SHAHAN.
So for week 4, the match I've been given is Crystal Palace and Spurs. I think this match will be one-sided. Crystal Palace, I don't think they're a great team. They have decent players, but to be honest, I don't think they're anything that stands out. Yeah, they have Wilfred Zaha, they have a few other players there, but I think anything really stands out. I think Spurs will win this comfortably, 3-1 or 3-0, but I will be going for a 3-1 Spurs win. And yeah, I think Nuno Santos has been doing a good job with Spurs. Will Spurs do anything this season that will be massive? Not really, because there are much more bigger teams around them. But yeah, like I said, Spurs to win this match 3-1.
So for this weekend, I got selected to comment on Arsenal versus Norwich, the original 6-pointer, and who would have thought it would be such an important game this early in the season. Having said that, I think Arsenal have got to get it together sooner or later, and I think it will be this weekend. And they'll want to continue their good form from sort of just before the international weekend when they played a Brentford B team and beat them 4-0 with their first team, more or less their first team selected. So I'm pretty sure that Arsenal will win this one quite comfortably, 2 or 3-0.
Brentford v Brighton. I'm glad I've been given this game. Brentford fans, you lot need to calm down. You've had an okay start to the season, but unfortunately, this is where your run is going to come to an end. You're going to experience your first loss in the Premiership. And after this, if you look at your fixtures, awful set of fixtures. I can see you losing the next 5. Brighton, defensively sound team. Graham Potter has got them organised. Maybe lacking a bit up front, but I'm going to go for Brentford 0, Brighton 1. Former Brentford player, Neil Maupay, to score in the first half. And Brentford fans, that is your first loss of the season.
There's Leicester v Man City. Both teams are good, solid teams. Both started the season relatively well. On any given day, Leicester could actually give Man City a good run. But I think Man City just have that little bit of extra star quality through their team. So I'm going to say it's a big close game, but I'm going to say Man City edge it 2-1.
Man United Newcastle preview. I can't see anything more than a comfortable home win for Manchester United. I don't see Newcastle troubling much. I mean, they're away from home, Newcastle, obviously, so maybe it could be a bit of a free hit, I guess, for them. I think the only way in Newcastle, if they do somehow get something out of the game, might be if they can get the ball into Wilson, because he's more than capable of scoring a goal or 2. But I just think United over will be too strong, even with the new signings coming in, even without Ronaldo. Newcastle struggling a little bit. Bruce is under pressure. So I think lucky for them it's away from home, so all the fans won't get on Bruce's back. But yeah, it's going to be a comfortable home win. Man United Newcastle score prediction. I'm going to go comfortable home win, 3-0 United on the front foot from the off, get out Newcastle, and I think if they get one early on, then it'll be a long afternoon for Newcastle, and the pressure will mount on Steve Bruce. So 3-0 Man United.
So Southampton versus West Ham. I've been very impressed with West Ham's start. Proved me wrong, as I thought they were going to have a very mediocre season. Had Southampton as sort of mediocre, struggling, which I say the way they've started probably is about right. But I'm going to go for West Ham on this one. I think they've been in fine form. I know they just drew with Palace, but they blitzed them in the first half. It was just the second half. It didn't go quite so well. But I think the amount of goals they've been scoring compared to what they normally score is phenomenal so far as well. So I can see that carrying on, and I'm going to go for a 3-1 West Ham win.
Watford versus Wolves. Newly promoted Watford been playing some good pragmatic football. Unfortunate with some of the results, they haven't gone their way so far this season. But with a bit of luck, from what we've seen so far, there's a good chance they can stay up. Whether they can maintain that throughout the season remains to be seen. Wolves, not been that impressed by them so far. Obviously, they've got Adama Traore, a man that can break through a player, but not much end product. Raul Jimenez coming back. See if he can find some of the rhythm that he had. I'm not so sure. This one for me, I'm going to go for a Watford win. I think it might be close. I'm going to go 1-0 Watford.
Chelsea v Aston Villa. So this could be a difficult home game for Chelsea. Yes, they've started the season well, but they're probably expected to win this. But I think Aston Villa have improved over the summer and they are now seen like a top 6 challenger. So they're going to look for a point, maybe even snatch a victory, but I still feel Chelsea are going to win this. I think they're going to win 2-1.
Leeds vs Liverpool. Leeds, this is their second season back in the Prem. They did amazing last season, becoming mid-table back in the Prem. They have a good team, they're a good side, they have good players from fantasy. Whereas Liverpool, they're a different class. They've won the championship a few seasons ago. They're in the top 6 nearly every season. They have world-class players like Salah and Van Dijk. In my opinion, overall, I just think they're going to be the better side. For the game itself, Leeds are going to cause Liverpool a bit of trouble. It's a bit obvious as they're an amazing side themselves. It's going to be quite a tight game, but I think Liverpool might end up having an advantage. I predict Leeds 0, Liverpool 2.
Everton vs Burnley, week 4 of the Premier League season. To me, this looks like a cert. Even though Everton didn't look like they strengthened well, they have started the season relatively well, and Burnley haven't really strengthened. They are stone cold favourites to go down, in my opinion. We all know that. I've said this plenty of occasions, and that hasn't changed. Everton should go into this game with plenty of confidence and feel that they should get the 3 points. I think the game will be like it should be with a Burnley game. Burnley just playing defensive and kicking the ball long and hoping. Everton won't fall for that. They'll just play it on the floor, pick and wait, and they'll get their reward eventually. I do think this will be quite an easy win for Everton. Sorry, Burnley fans. I'm not big on you. I just don't like how you haven't strengthened, and it's going to catch up on you. This is another defeat for you. Everton win here, 2-0.